Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be doing ammo and reloading in Unreal Engine 5 for your first-person shooter game. There is a bunch of different ways you can do ammo. You can do the super realistic like Escape on Tarkov, where you have the actual calibers of the guns separated, which I always found super confusing being a Canadian non-gun guy. But anyways, so in this series, we're going to do something similar as with Fortnite or other kind of modern shooter types like that have a pooled small ammo, medium ammo, etc., just to kind of keep it simplistic. So I will show you how to do all that in this video. And if you're new here, my name is Taken Grace. I make Unreal Engine tutorials and videos. If you guys want to join the community and become a better game dev together, hit the like and subscribe button and join the Discord. We have a help forum on there for anybody in any one of my videos that is having some issues, and we can help you out there. Or if you're just having general issues in your own projects, we can help debunk them. All right, let's get into making your ammo system. All right, Unreal Engine's loading for me, but I want to get into something here. We have been using gameplay tags very heavily throughout this project. And one change I want to make is actually to the ammo system itself. I could not get the switch on ammo type to work properly in my prep project. And even though everything was set correctly, I had it set as the AK, I had the medium ammo tag in the gameplay container, but it would not select that branch on the switch unless I physically put that gameplay tag directly into the switch, and then it would work, which obviously defeats the purpose. I don't know what is causing that. I suspect it's something to do with inheritance, because if you roll over the gameplay tag, you can see that the parent gameplay tag container doesn't have this in it, and that would be the only explanation. I did go back to other projects in which I used this gameplay tag switch system, and it did work, and all of those were from the base class and not inheriting. So I think that is what the issue is. So we are going to switch to using enumerations for our ammo types, which we're going to create here off the start here. Okay, so let's open up our data folder. Let's right click and go to blueprint enumeration, and we'll call it E_ammo type. Okay, open that up. Yeah, I'm a little annoyed with the gameplay tag containers in some variety. Obviously, I made a video a couple months ago that made my channel take off, which was talking about gameplay tag containers. Probably a lot of the reasons why you guys are here, but yeah, my view on gameplay tag containers has shifted slightly. So explain that in a second here. We're gonna make 5 enumerations: small ammo, medium, heavy, shotgun, and rocket. Okay, but yeah, I think for gameplay tag containers, probably better to do it with like semi-static data like our attachment system. Because, you know, obviously they're different on every gun, but they're not the same, right? So whereas like our gun data is all static data, that's never going to change. So yeah, I think that's probably what it's good for, but not stuff that changes rapidly, like is firing and stuff like we have it as well. So those could probably be Booleans, but yeah, I mean, we have them as gameplay tags in here. So, but if you guys wanted to change them, I would change those to Booleans. All right, so we got our rocket ammo. All right, so keep this order the same throughout this whole thing. You're gonna type these 5 things a lot in this episode. So let's close that. Let's open up our weapon data and let's actually put in this enumeration. Okay, so we'll say ammo type. I knew I was gonna type it wrong. Alrighty, E_ammo type. That's what we want. Okay, so that's all done in our weapon data. Now we need to open individually each one of our weapons and set the weapon data. So the sniper will be heavy. The SMG we can skip because it's small by default. This is the shotgun, and the RPG is going to be rocket, and we skip the pistol. The AK is going to be medium. All right, so that's all done. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to create a control for reloading. So we'll go into our input folder and our actions folder, and then we're going to right click input action. Okay, IE_reload. All right, so after we've created reload, we're going to go to our IMC as per usual. We can just right click this and collapse all just to make it neat. And we'll add a new one, and we'll call it, or we'll get our reload right there, and we'll set that input as R, as is industry standard, game standard for shooters on PC. All right, so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna implement that in our player characters. Let's open our player character. Let's go into our sounded like a pirate there. All right, controls. We'll go down to just below fire, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll right click IA_reload. Okay, so we're just gonna pause here for a sec. We're gonna create a couple of interface functions. New one here. So right click blueprint interface, and it's gonna be called BPI ammo. We're gonna click on that, and we're gonna make one function called get ammo reserves. Oh my god. Get ammo reserves, and one more called set ammo reserves. Okay, so let's get ammo reserves first, and we're gonna make these outputs. Okay, so once again, we're gonna be, what's going on here? Why can't I put an output? There we go. Okay, it was just really slow. Anyways, I'm just gonna delete these. We're gonna make it an integer. Our whole ammo system is gonna be working off of integers because we don't need decimal points for ammo. We'll call this small ammo. My fingers are just too big today. All right, medium ammo. And once again, we're typing all of this out for the second time. We're gonna do it a bunch more times too, so hopefully your fingers are warmed up. All right, so those are outputs. Set ammo, we're gonna do 5 inputs, and they're all gonna be integers, and they're all gonna be the same things we just typed out. I wish tab worked, that'd be nice. Medium ammo, small. No, heavy now. Heavy ammo. Shotgun ammo. All right, so set was all inputs and get was all outputs. So we're gonna compile, we're gonna close that, we're gonna implement that interface under class settings, implemented interfaces, and we are gonna go down to BPI ammo. And we'll hit compile, and now we'll have access to these guys in here. So the get ammo reserves, we're gonna need to be able to pull that in our weapon when we're reloading to figure out how much ammo we have left. Okay, and then setting is we're going to implement that right now. So we'll implement that probably in the event graph, actually. Event graph down here. Implement event, set ammo reserves. Okay, this is where you can clamp this value to determine the max amount of ammo you can have on your player at one time. Okay, so we also need to create variables for all of this. So we're gonna promote this to a variable, small ammo, and we're going to clamp integer, and we'll set the max, your game, so whatever you want. I'm gonna do 300. Okay. And then we are going to, you know, can we do this in a sequence just to make it cleaner? Let's do that. Okay, and then we're gonna get medium ammo, promote that to a variable. And we'll just duplicate this clamp. Oops, I didn't mean to duplicate that. We'll plug that in. I think for medium ammo, let's do a max, or I'm gonna do a max of like 500 probably. Okay, and then plug that into value. Okay, and I'll just skip ahead. You guys get the deal. Promote these two variable, clamp it, set it, you're done. All right, so you're all done that, and you can probably imagine what I'm gonna do next. We're gonna collapse to a graph, because I don't wanna look at that. That is gross, man. All right, so sets ammo, we'll call it. Slide that up here. Wow, that looks so much nicer. I'm not gonna change value. That's pretty self-explanatory what that is. Okay, so that's setting our ammo. Now we need to get our ammo. So we just need to double click in this interface function here. And now we can set these values by literally just plugging in small ammo, medium ammo, etc., etc. All right, so following this, we're gonna make a new function. And this function is going to check and see if we have any ammo left. Okay, so let's go ahead and compile, make sure that's all good. Function right here, make a new function. Ammo check, we'll call it. Okay, so we're in ammo check. All right, so this is actually the first place I ran into that issue I was telling you guys about. So we're gonna get our gun data, wherever that may be. Oh, we gotta get our equipped weapons. What am I doing here? Equip weapon, gun data, and then we're gonna grab our ammo type, and then we're gonna get a switch node. Switch on E ammo type. All right. So there's all of our ammo. And obviously, when we are checking our gun, we don't want to check all the ammo, because that would return back true whether we have ammo or not. If we have any sort of ammo type, we want to check and make sure that it's the actual exact ammo type that is in our equipped weapon. Okay, all of these are going to be the same. Pretty much everything we do in this video is going to be the exact same for all of them. It's just whatever ammo type it is. All right, all we need to do is get our small ammo and check and make sure that it's not equal to 0. And we're gonna not be Boolean, and then we'll drag out of here and we'll get a return node. Return. We'll drag not into here and add that as a pin, and this will be has ammo. Okay. That's all you need to do, except we need to copy this and paste it 4 more times. I'm gonna be copy pasting a lot because I don't like doing a lot of extra work that I don't have to do if I've already done it, you know? Okay, medium ammo, we'll go here, heavy, shotgun, rocket, and then now we got to swap these variables out as well. So medium will plug into here, heavy will plug into here, shotgun, rocket ammo. Since we are doing a lot of copy pasting, just make sure you look it over. I'm very bad at missing something like super dumb like what we just did. Like I'll miss a small ammo or something like that. So that's all we need to do for this. We're going to hit compile. Now we're going to go back to our event graph and go to our controls event graph, where we have our reload control here. So out of started, we are going to get our function that we just made, ammo check, and we're going to check and see if we have any ammo. Okay, if we have ammo, that's great. If we don't, no point in running the rest. All right, the next one is completely up to you guys. I don't want to be able to reload in my game if we are sprinting. So I'm gonna get my gameplay tag. We're gonna say has tag, and we're gonna check if under movement, if we are sprinting. Okay, let's hit the B for the, has ammo true. Okay, if you want to stop sprinting if you're reloading, and under true, you could just get the stop sprinting function that we made in episode 1. All right, so if you wanted to do that, I don't really want to do that for my game. Okay, and another one we want to check, we'll get one more gameplay tag, and we'll say has tag, and we want to check if we can reload. So we'll go to weapon, can reload. We want to double check and make sure that that's possible. This will be false, sorry. Okay, so if we pass the check for all these, that means we can reload, and we can start reloading. So we're gonna go and open our weapon class now. Where are you? Weapons, weapon class. We will go to, we're in the event graph now. Let's make this a collapse graph, because I really don't want to look at that. Cool. Collapse graph. Single fire logic, we'll call it. Okay, very good. All right, so we're gonna come up here. Let's make a custom event. Call it reload query, because I think we have to check a few more things here before we can reload. So now that we've made that event, let's go back to our player and let's call that. So can we reload? True. We need to get our equipped weapon, and we need to reload query. Okay, there we go. That's all done. So we'll go into our player or our weapon class now. We're going to do most of it in here. Let's just get a branch, and we'll collapse that to a graph, and we'll plug this in here. Oh, can we not? Oh yeah, we can do that. Okay, good. And we'll call this reload logic, because this one's going to be long and messy as well. Logic. So we'll start this off by doing this. All right. So we will be checking here if we are switching weapons. So we're going to get our gameplay tags. Is switch, or sorry, I guess has tag, pardon me, has tag, and we'll plug that in, and we need the tag of switching is switching, and we want to get very out of here and get a not boolean. We want to not be switching. Okay, perfect, that's good. And one more gameplay tag we need to check is we need to check if we're aiming down sight. So we're going to get tag, has tag, and we're going to drag out of here, and we're going to get a branch. So sorry, weapon switching false, and the tag we want in here is ADS. Okay, we don't have the function we need yet because we haven't done ADS yet, which is going to be in a later video. So subscribe. Just kidding. Anyway, so you would drag out of here, and I'm just gonna put a comment here to add it later. So add cancel ADS function, or sorry, event. Okay, so that'll go right there. And then, but skipping over that for now, we're gonna check and see if we have another tag. A lot of tags to check. We got to split them up, unfortunately, because we're doing different things for each one. So has tag. This one's going to be the is firing. Okay, we're gonna Boolean. Sorry, that'll come out of there. Perfect. So we're checking to see if we're firing. If we are firing, we're going to stop firing. We made that function before when we did the firing logic. We were going to stop firing because we don't want to fire while we're reloading, obviously. So, and then we're going to remove the gameplay tag in a second to be able to fire again. So let's get a sequence. Hold S and click. We'll drag these into here. All right. So first things first, let's remove gameplay tag. And I actually just realized we don't have that macro here. We made the macro in our player character. Remove tags. So we're going to open that up in our player and just copy this. And we'll, because you can't copy and paste this macro into weapon class. It won't work. So, so we'll make a macro and we'll call it remove tags. What you could do, I think the professional route to go about this is honestly to make a macro library. That'd be a good one to have in a macro library. But we'll do it this way. Okay, we'll drag these down here. Perfect. And then we got to drag all of our gameplay tag containers over here so we can remove or set that without opening the macro each time. There we go. So if you guys didn't watch that video, just to recap, we're just getting a sequence and then we're removing up to 5 gameplay tags and then hitting the output on each one. And then we're dragging this out so we can set each individual tag in the macro, which you'll see here in a second. So we'll close that. We'll get our remove tags macro. And the tags we want to remove can fire. Can switch, or sorry, no, not can switch, pardon me. Can aim is another one. We don't want to be able to aim while we're reloading because that's awkward. I did have can switch weapons on, but I'm just thinking about it. If you're in a firefight and you're reloading and you see a guy and you want to switch to your other weapon, I mean, I think that's fine. So you just got to add a check in to like stop reloading if you're switching your weapons or something like that. So anyways, we'll do that. So we'll remove 2 gameplay tags just like that. Then we're going to add a gameplay tag. Add gameplay tag. That is going to be reloading weapon. I think I have it as reload. Yeah, could rename it to is reloading, but that's what we want. I don't have any sound effects right now. I'm actually working on getting a sponsorship from Oculus Sound because they have really good weapon sound effects. So I'll see if I can give you guys some for free and then give the affiliate link down in the description below here. So I don't have any sound effects yet. If that falls through, I'll get some sound effects and I'll bring them in here. But anyways, this is where we're gonna play a sound, and this will be the reload sound start. Okay. If you have super cool animations for your reloading that we definitely do not have in this series, this is where you would get it. You would just get play montage, and you would play that reloading montage right here. We don't have that. We're just gonna do the James Bond 007, you know, GoldenEye stuff. So. We're gonna get our get player character, and we'll get our player ref, and then we're gonna drag out a Enum instance, and we're going to switch weapons message, and we are switching weapons. Okay, might as well make this a macro too because we did it already in the player, but not in this switch weapons. But not in the weapon here. So, but we do got to click in there and drag switch weapons and make that a input on here so that we can set it without going into the macro. Switch weapons. There we go. All right, and this I'm gonna just comment box and say in lieu of animations. Okay, so it'll make our hands go down like they do when we switch our weapons. And that's that. Okay, so we'll add one more pin here. That's it for then 0. Then 1 is going to be everything to do with our shotgun reloading, which we are not doing in this video. We're going to be doing in a future video. So I'm going to add a reroute node there, and then I'm just going to comment box right here and just say sniper and shotgun reload logic, because obviously those are slightly different than the rest. The rest, you just pull a clip out, push it in. The sniper rifle, you're going to be actually not the sniper rifle. Pardon me. The sniper rifle is also a clip. It's just the shotgun. which has a, obviously you got to feed in shells, and it's going to change based on how many shells you have in the magazine or not. Okay, so that's what that's going to be for. Down here, let's drag out of here. Let's get a delay node. Now we're going to set a delay based on the reload time of the gun, which we don't actually have yet. So if we get our gun data, we won't have that yet. So we got to set that. So let's go into our data, weapon data, add another variable, and we'll call this reload delay. Reload delay. Make that a float. We'll compile, and now we got to open up all of our data assets again and set this. So sniper, like 3 seconds probably, because it's a beast of a weapon. SMG, probably like 2. I think 2 is like probably the default for all of them, except the shotgun. The shotgun, think of it per shell. So how long per shell do you think that this should take to reload? I think 0.4 is pretty good. Okay, the higher you have this, the longer it'll take to fully reload your shotgun. So if you have so if it's, if they're all 0.4, then it'll be 2.4 seconds, or 3.2 seconds that it'll take to fully reload your shotgun. So I think that's pretty decent. Okay, and keep going here. RPG, I think, probably like 4 seconds to reload that guy. That's the biggest beast of all. Pistol, 1.5 seconds probably. The AK, I think 2 is sufficient. So we'll do that. Okay, so we'll get our gun data now. We'll get our reload delay, and we'll set that as the duration. All right, now comes the most annoying part of this video, which is our reloading math. We're gonna make that a function because it's gross. It is one of the grossest things I've ever made. Reload math. Let's open that. Okay, so first off, we need to make a bunch of local variables. We'll make a current local ammo, I guess we'll call it. We'll make that an integer. We'll make another one called local max mag size. And then we need to make another one called bullet difference. Okay. Obviously, to start, we got to set our local ammo and our max magazine size. Okay, so we'll just drag those in here. Current local ammo will be the local ammo from our gun here. So we'll go weapon defaults, current ammo. So we're gonna drag that in here. So that's gonna get whatever the equipped weapon is that's running this. It's gonna get the current ammo of that weapon and set it as the current local ammo. Okay, we need to get our gun data, and we need to get our max magazine size. All right, so those are done. Now we need to calculate the bullet difference. So to do that, obviously we need to drag out of our max magazine size, and we need to subtract that from our current local ammo. Okay, max mag size is 30. We have 15 shots missing. It's going to output this as 15, and we're going to set that 15 as the bullet difference. Okay. All right, now we got to do the ammo type. So, again, I'm annoyed about the gameplay tags thing, but it is what it is. So we are going to get our our gun data. We're going to get our gun data, and we are going to get our ammo type. We're going to drag it here and get a switch once again. Okay. All right. So the following will be exactly the same for all 5 of these. I'm going to show you how to do small ammo and try to explain the best I can here. And then I will let you guys do the other 4 on your own, because it's honestly not any different. It's just changing like 4 variables. So first things first, let's go to local variables. Let's create 5 new ones called small ammo. Should I do local? Yeah, I should do local small ammo, and create 4 more. Local medium ammo, local heavy, local shotgun ammo, and finally local rocket ammo. Perfect. Okay, let's get started over here. First thing we need to do is we need to get our player character, because we need to get the current ammo that we have left. So we need to get our player character. We need to get ammo. What was it? Ammo. What do we name it? Get ammo reserves. There we go. Okay, and we'll drag that in there. Okay, so we need to set our local small ammo as this. Okay, don't worry about these. We'll deal with those in a second. So let's build this first, and then I'll explain a little bit of how it works, just because it's easier with the visual. So we'll drag out of local small ammo, and we're gonna get a greater than, and we're gonna drag the bullet difference here. Pardon me, the bullet difference actually needs to be on top for this to work. Okay. All right, let's get a branch out of there. If this is true, we're gonna grab our local current ammo, and we're going to add the local small ammo. Okay, and then from there, we're going to set current ammo, which is like the actual variable in our gun that is controlling how much ammo is in it. Okay. And then the other one is if it's false, we're going to set our current ammo as well. Same thing with it's not the local variable one, it's the actual one. And it's going to be our local mag size. Okay, so how does this work? So we're checking, I'm going to use the AK as an example. So we're checking, we've completely emptied our magazine. Our magazine is 30 rounds. It's going to check how much small ammo do we have. Okay, if the bullet difference, which in this case is 30, is greater than how much local ammo we have, which, if we have anything less than 30, that means we don't have enough ammo to completely fill our magazine. Okay, so if that's true, we're going to take our current local ammo, which is the current amount in here, and we're going to add whatever's left in our ammo reserve to our magazine, and then we're going to set that as our current ammo. Okay. If we have surplus amounts of reserve, which will be greater than the bullet difference, in this case this will be false, then we're just going to set our max magazine size as the current ammo. Okay. After that, we need to get our player character once again. We need to drag out of here, and we need to set ammo reserves. Okay, these will drag into here. And all of these ones that are not, because this is small ammo specifically, so all the ones that are not small ammo will just get plugged right into here. If you don't do this, you can see it says shotgun ammo 0. It's going to set your reserve ammo to 0. And then you'll have no reserve ammo. Wah, wah. Okay, but for small ammo, we're just going to grab our current local ammo and subtract it by the bullet difference. Okay, and then we'll plug that into small, and that is all we need to do. Sorry, not current local ammo, I'm silly. Local small ammo is what we want. So that's why we had to separate all of this, just because there's lots of math going on here. So the local current ammo is the amount of ammo that we had in our reserves, and then the bullet, we're just taking the bullet difference out from that and then setting that as the new ammo reserve. Okay, so this is the complete thing, and as you can imagine, you're actually absolutely prerequisite is collapse this to a graph. Okay, and we'll call this small ammo. Okay, and we're collapsing this to a graph. Make sure that this has the output set as well. We're collapsing this to a graph so you do a lot less work. We're gonna do reload math. We're gonna copy this or duplicate it, and then you will name it medium ammo, plug it in, then you're gonna go in here and you're only gonna change, we'll grab local medium ammo and we'll set that as this. So now it's local medium ammo. Local medium ammo will also go here. You will disconnect this and plug small ammo into here, and then you will disconnect this and plug this into here. Okay, that's how you're gonna do the other three. And just obviously double check your work, make sure that, I didn't make a mistake anywhere or you didn't make a mistake anywhere or whatever, just because we're copy pasting. So medium, medium, medium. Yeah, okay, so this is all good. We're gonna compile, and yeah, so do that for the other three, and I'll see you guys in a second here. All right, so you should be all done in here, and that's all 5 of them. You can, I don't know if you guys knew about this, there's an alignment thing here, so you can align all of the nodes that you have selected. So I'll align them center, so they're all nice and neat, and then I'll move all these down. After that, I believe we just hit a return node, don't we? Yeah, so we actually don't even need to hit a return node, because once it reaches the end of its graph, there's nothing there, then it exits the function, so we don't need to worry about that. I'm just gonna close all these. So we're gonna be back in our reload logic now. We're gonna add this reload math. Super cool. Okay, this is where you would play another sound 2D, and this will be the reload end sound. Then we're gonna grab our switch weapons animation cancellation thing. So we'll cancel that animation. Let's actually go in here because there's no output on there. Oops, there we go. Reload logic. Now we're gonna do a delay because the animation needs time to play. And then we're gonna re-enable all of our stuff here. So we will start by getting our gameplay tag container. We need to append gameplay tags. There we go. Okay, we'll plug our gameplay tag in, and then we're going to append, or pardon me, make literal gameplay tag container. And we are going to add back in can aim and can, what was the other one we did? Can fire, I think. Yeah, there we go. That makes sense, right? Can fire, can aim. Yep, okay, just making sure. We'll add those ones back in. We will remove gameplay tag, which we can just do the regular way because we're only removing the reloading, or is reloading. That's under weapon, reload. Okay, so that's what that does. And I actually think that's everything here, so don't think there's anything else left. So let's check it all out. So if you guys want me to just like slowly go through all this stuff again, so just make sure you got it all. Okay, specifically the reload math, we'll just see what doesn't work here, but we might get lucky here and it might all work out. Okay, so let's hit play. We're gonna shoot. You can see, but it's printing string up there still. 25. I'm gonna hit R. Nothing happened. So, oh, you know what it was? We did not set our default ammo in our player. It's all 0 right now, so we have no ammo to use. So it's probably all working properly. But anyway, so small. I don't know. We'll do like 2 clips of small. So we'll say, I'll say 90, and medium we'll do 60. Heavy we'll do 12. Shotgun, let's do 16. And rocket, let's do 2. Okay, now let's check it out here. Make sure you save, just in case it crashes. Shoot, 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 shoot. 25, reload, there goes our gun. Gun comes up, and we shoot, and we had started with 29s, which means it worked. Okay, perfect, and then we'll check another gun here just to make sure that it all works out. Perfect. All right, everything's working great. Looks like we did everything correctly. Reload that. Perfect. Awesome. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. It's kind of a long one and pretty logic intensive, but yeah, now you got a reload system and ammo system in your game. So hopefully that works great. I'm gonna switch a couple lessons around here. I'm gonna do the weapon tray next because I'm just sick of looking at print strings and we want something to actually like look good and look nice. So in the next video, we'll do the weapon tray where, yeah, we'll get all the information from our gun, what kind of fire mode we're on, which will be the video after that, actually. We'll do the alternate fire modes and stuff. So lots of cool stuff coming down here. Please like the video and comment down below if you guys have any questions or feedback for me. That would be super helpful. And otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.